Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bouncing with Berns. Yes, we're doing it again. Every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's time to bounce. It's time to get moving. It's time to reframe our day, reframe our lives, focus on the things that we want in our lives, maybe not so much focusing on the things that are happening in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, everybody. I'm Berns. I'm your certified detox specialist. And this is the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox, aka my living room. How's everybody doing this morning? Pop in, say good morning. Let me know if you are bouncing with me or if you're just curled up in your warm bed with the covers pulled up. Let me know what's up. I am excited for today. I don't know why, but I'm just excited for another day, to give this another shot. You know what I'm saying? Drop a hello in the comments. Let me know if you're watching. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. So why are we doing this? It's a really good question. I know if you've been here before, especially my regular students. First of all, if you're one of the regular Real Juicy Detox class students, give yourself a big pat on the back. Shout out to you for being regular and staying on top of things that are going to help you improve not only your body, your physical body, but your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual bodies. We all have these different aspects of ourselves. It's not just the physical, although a lot of times we feel very grounded and rooted in the physical. Hi, Kathy. Good morning, good morning. Sometimes the pain that we experience in life can make us feel really rooted in this physical body. But the real secret sauce of life is remembering that you're not this physical body at all. Just like how you're not your car. Just because you get in the car to drive it from point A to point B does not make you the car, right? This is just a physical vehicle, this body of ours. It's not who we are. It's not even what we are. It's just what we drive around with every day. It's just what we experience this physical life through. Dot's going crazy over there. She wants to get out. She wants to get out. Yay! Kathy is jumping with me. Oh my God, it feels so good to know that I'm not alone. Doesn't it? Doesn't it feel so good to know we're not alone? Yeah, we're not alone, guys. We're here. We're all working through our own personal stuff. We got a lot of students in here. We got a lot of stuff that a lot of us are working on. You know, processing old scars, old wounds, dealing with new scars, new wounds, right? I want you guys to know that I'm with you. I'm working through my own stuff. I'm working through my own stuff. I was in a really funky place yesterday. Maybe that's why the live stream didn't want to work. It's like, no, Berns, no, this isn't the right energy. Although I felt fine at the time when I was going live, but as soon as those 3 technical difficulty issues that did not allow me to stream, after that I was in a pissy mood, I think. I don't know. But what I do know is I woke up this morning and I'm like, all right, it's another day to give it another shot. It's another day to give this life another shot. Let's see what we can make out of this day, right? Let's see what good things we can experience today. No matter what's going on around us, and don't be worried, I don't have a lot of stuff going on around me. I just get into my own detoxy moods, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does. Good morning, beautiful Lynn. Kimmy is up early. Kim, I was making my bed this morning and I was thinking of you. Yes, indeed. I love making my bed every day, and some days I don't do it. And I find that on the days that I do it, because my bedroom is right next to my kitchen, I know it's a little weird, but whatever. Every time I walk by my room, I can see into my bedroom. And every time I walk by my room, if my bed is made, I feel better. I feel more put together. I feel more responsible. I feel like a grown-up. Not that I recommend walking around feeling like a grown-up all the time, because that's got some old stories behind it. But I feel so good when I feel so accomplished when I see my bed is made, especially from, 7:30 in the morning. So this morning, I was like, right, new day. We're gonna have an awesome, cheerful day. Like, seriously, last night, I didn't even want to talk to anybody. Kaya came home from being at her dad's. She was in a real chipper mood. Oh my God, I couldn't even stand to be around anybody. I hate that feeling. Do you guys ever get like that? Where it's just like, oh God, yes, I'm smiling, I'm trying to be nice, but get the fuck out of my face. Do you ever feel like that? That was me last night. That was me last night. Good morning, Stacy. Stacy in the house. Yes, indeed, girlfriend. Hey, Duda. Good morning. Great share this morning, Duda. Oh my God, that's not going to stay on your Facebook profile too much longer, though. I'm going to ban that shit right away. Hey, good morning, Emoji King. Yes. So we're bouncing. We're bouncing because this is a beautiful way to get your lymphatic system, your sewage system, pressing that flush lever on your internal sewage system, your internal toilet. That's what this does. Make sure to do this, or any real exercise. Make sure to have your kidneys filtering, whether you're doing this or not. That is the holy grail of detoxification. Detoxification is the magical golden key that will unlock your inner world of health and vitality. And when you get your kidneys filtering, and again, check your urine every morning. Don't be freaked out if you see that it's clear and you think, oh my God, I'm not filtering. I'm not seeing a big, thick, white sediment layer at the bottom of my pee. First of all, you don't see that thick sediment layer right when you pee in the jar, okay? If your urine is really cloudy, I'll bring up mine. I forgot to dump it out last night. I'll bring up my sediment to show you from yesterday. It changes every day, right? But even if you pee in that jar and it doesn't look like you can see any sediment, save it. Keep it in that jar. Come back and check on it. And, if you don't see any sediment, I say come back and check it in 10 hours. And you will see there's sediment in there. I bet you money. So don't think, oh my God, I've been doing this for 4 months and my kidneys aren't filtering anymore. If you can say anymore, meaning I saw filtration before, but I don't see filtration now, leave it to sit. Your kidneys are filtering. It changes every single day. And just because you're not getting that thick, cloudy, looks like apple cider or thick apple juice where you cannot see through it to the back of the jar, even if it's not looking like that, you're still filtering. How do I know? Because there have been days when I've peed in the jar up until a couple days ago, and it's like, whew, no filtering. Interesting. I'll just let that sit. Come back, and it's like, what the hell? There's filtration in there. It looks like a lava lamp, but just with this translucent yet very distinguishable blob of like a cloud. That's your sediment. You're filtering. You're filtering. Oh, Emoji King, our 21-year-old Chihuahua, Dewey, is knocking on heaven's door, patiently approaching the Rainbow Bridge. Our prayers and thoughts go out to you and your baby. Oh, Dewey, thank you for gracing and blessing Emoji King and Emoji Queen and Elizabeth with your love and energy. May you make it over to the Rainbow Bridge smoothly and with lots of joy in your heart. It's so hard to lose our fur babies. Oh, wait, Duda is getting banned? What did you do? No, she's not getting banned. She sent me a link of something very powerful and very based in truth. And you know how Facebook doesn't like that, right? They don't like the truth. So, no, not you're getting banned. The link that you sent me that you also shared will probably get wiped off of your page. Morning, we'll bounce later. Got to drive kids to school. Yeah, you get those kidlets to school, baby. Get those kidlets to school. Emoji King, says Kathy. So sorry, 21 years. That's awesome, right? That's a long life. It's so hard to say goodbye to our fur babies, especially the ones that have been with us for so long, but also the ones that haven't. We lost our baby Cleo, Dot's brother. Got them together from the same litter. Oh my God, he was something else, you guys. Dot's a crazy one. He was just such a snuggle bunny. He was our baby boy. Oh my God, we miss him so much. He was only a year and a half. This happened this spring. And he got their outdoor kitties. He got run over by a car right outside of our house. We buried him in the backyard. Oh my goodness, every day we talk about Cleo. Every day we miss our baby boy Cleo. We only had him for a year and a half. And that just really reminded me that we never know how long we get to have with somebody close to us, right? We never know how long we've got. How long their contract is. We don't know how long our soul contract is here on this planet. By the way, you guys may notice that I don't really do anything fancy on the rebounder. Like, I'm not going after like a big heavy duty. No, I used to be that girl. I'm not that girl anymore. Now I'm just like, I just want to enjoy myself. Just want to make it fun. Some days I'm more energetic. Some days I'm more like, let me just bounce. Even doing something like this kind of bouncing, where you're not raising your heels up, you're not raising your feet off of the trampoline, the balls of your feet are still on there. The zero force, when you jump up, when you go down and come back up, that provides a zero force gravity in your body, and that causes these flaps. So imagine a vessel. Imagine a vessel. Imagine, if you will, a vessel like a pipe. We have a huge lymphatic system running through our body. We all think the cardiovascular system, the venous and arterial system, that makes up most of our body, because when we cut ourselves, we bleed, right? But what we don't realize is that that's only 20% of the internal structure, fluid-wise, of our body. So our body is made up of trillions, 50 to 100 trillion cells, maybe more. Hundreds of trillions, actually. Huge, right? And the blood system is the kitchen, and that feeds every cell. The lymphatic system is the sewage system. It flushes out, it receives all of the metabolic waste from our cells, from every single cell. So every single cell is surrounded by the kitchen, and it's surrounded by the sewage system, two separate systems within the body. And if our lymphatic system is not flushing to the outside world, where are our metabolic wastes going? And when you understand that metabolic wastes are acidic, where is the acid going? If we're not flushing it out, if our toilet lever is stuck and won't flush, where does that poop from our cells go? Right? When you start realizing that and learning about the lymphatic system, and you realize that everything we experience in our body is as a result of either how acidic we are or how alkaline we are. And you can't be on either, you can't be swinging way to one side or swinging way to the other side. Both will kill you. You want to have that happy medium balance, which is called base or neutral almost, right? You don't want to be too acidic. You don't want to be too alkaline. Both will kill you. What happens in our bodies, though, is that we have damaged our kidneys from a lifetime of protein consumption. A protein is one of the most acidic, acid-forming foods that you can put into your body. The metabolic and digestive process to break that complex protein down into usable, bioavailable protein creates an acid residue in the body. So a lot of us are walking around. Most people have some form of renal failure. Yeah, we do. And what that means is that the lymphatic waste cannot be flushed out of the sewage system, right? Our sewage pipes. Hey, good morning.
I'm sorry, Dad.
What happened? What did you do to her?
I completely put my weight on her.
Oh, it's okay. She's fine.
I know.
She's fine. So this lymphatic system has to drain out properly through the kidneys. And when we don't do that, because we don't know, we don't realize, nobody's ever taught it to us. When you go to a doctor, when was the last time he said, how's your lymphatic system looking? Let's get you to pee in a jar. Let's make sure that you've got filtration in there because that's your lymphatic waste. No, they don't do that. In fact, if you're in a hospital, and Dr. Morris has worked in a lot of hospitals in the ER, and when they put that catheter in you and they're draining out your urine because you can't get up to go for a pee, and they see sediment in your urine bag, you know what they do? They pump you full of antibiotics. Yep, stuff to kill out the functioning of your septic tanks. Why would you ever do that? It's ignorance, and it's deadly, and it's crazy. Crazy, because that sediment is your metabolic waste from your cells that are now exiting the body, not staying in the body, not causing inflammation and pain, not causing the body to rush in with water. Oh, she's acidic. We got to get this, flush this out. Rush in with water, inflammation. We don't have pain, right? Your body does not need to buffer the acid with cholesterol. It doesn't need to go into cholesterol dumping, cholesterol buffering, right? As soon as you eliminate taking in the acids and you put in only alkaline, fruits, melons, and berries, baby, the most alkaline food on the planet, the most hydrating, the most packed with nutrients, the most astringent to pull all of that metabolic waste out of your cells, to get it into the lymphatic system. It opens up your kidneys so that the door to the outside world is open, right? If your kidneys are backed up, it's going to back up into the rest of your body because it all is supposed to come through the kidneys. And if you're not bringing it out through the kidneys, where is it going? It's backing up into your pancreas, which is such a close by organ, which is why pancreatic cancer or dead and damaged tissue in the pancreas caused by acidosis, that's why that symptom is the easiest of all cancers to clear out, because the exit portal is right next to the organ of the pancreas, the kidneys. Oh, when you start realizing this, you start gaining confidence with what you're doing. You don't question, you don't doubt. I don't doubt it anymore, guys. I just do it. And I let my body take care of it. Oh, pee doesn't look as filtered? All right, whatever. Oh, pee looks super filtered? All right, whatever. Because I know I'm keeping out all of the things that cause, another way that the body deals with the acid. So there's 3 ways. The body deals with the acid hit by inflammation and pain, by cholesterol dumping, and by calcium, a calcium buffering effect. Calcium, it pulls calcium out of the bones to cool down the fire, the acid fire in the body. What do you take if you have heartburn? You know what you take. That's right, you take Tums. Tums are calcium carbonate. You're trying to cool down the body externally, but the body is constantly on it. This body is so frigging amazing. This body is so intelligent. It knows exactly how to try to protect me from my own damn self, right? So the calcium being leached from the bones causes all kinds of connective tissue issues. I love that one. And this is all governed by the thyroid and parathyroid. The parathyroid in particular. Parathyroid deals with connective tissue. It deals with calcium buffering, right? So these are the ways that the body tries to protect us. Mucus, there's another response. It's a mucoid response. When we eat milk and dairy, cheese, yogurt, kefir, all of that stuff, the body doesn't want that in it. That produces a huge mucus response, coats the small intestines with mucoid plaque, coats the brain cavity with amyloid plaque, and we get things like vertigo, shifting consciousness, Nancy. I was watching your video this morning. I don't know if you're on here from 3 days ago when you talked about your vertigo coming in and how you went to get a prescription. What you suppress today, babe, what you suppress today will be your nightmare tomorrow. There's only so much that the body can suppress of that stuff. Vertigo, that's just lymphatic stagnation in your head, babe. You got to clear that out. You take a pill for vertigo, you're just treating the symptom. You're not taking care of the cause at all. Ah, hello, my beautiful man. Good morning, good morning. Stacey says, LOL, oh, for sure. They hate the truth. I'm in jail a lot. That's why I got to be careful. I don't want to be in jail. If I go into Facebook jail, you know what that is, where they ban your posts and they shadow ban you from anybody else seeing what you're doing. If I am too, truthful, I got to be really careful with what I say and how I say it, what I post and how I post it, because I don't want to get banned. Because if I get banned, we'll have to go over to that other app. What is it called? I don't even know. The one that Duda sent me the thing on. I would be surprised to get banned from Facebook for speaking the truth. Well, you will. You will get banned from Facebook for speaking the truth, honey. They don't want that on there. I'm just letting you know. Amy says, I'm so sorry, emoji king. Carlene, good morning, babe. How are you? What's up? Did you guys get a lot of wind last night? Oh my God, winds, power lines down. Maybe that's why my internet was so, well, I know my internet was really messed up last night as well. We were trying to get the TV to work. Some things would work, light apps, but big heavy apps like running the internet on the smart TV, no go. So I hope you are all safe and sound. And I know some of our friends to the south, some of our American friends also had some of that heavy windstorm, Colorado low that went through. Yeah, lots of wind. So whenever you treat Nancy, if you're watching this on the replay, yay. And if you are, I want you to know, first of all, your journey is beautiful. I love watching. I listened to your last video before this morning's class. And this is for you, babe. You don't want to be treating your symptoms for anything. That's a medical approach. And where will that get you? Where has the medical approach gotten any of us? Anybody? Drop it in the comments. Have the medical doctors been able to heal you of your disease? Were you able to get off of the medication that they put you on to treat said disease? Did you have any success in your healing at the hands of a medical doctor? Drop it in the comments. I'll pop them up after. What I know for myself, they had no answers for me except let's cut you open, let's take out your stomach, and then let's take out your liver, and then let's go in and take out your liver again over the course of 9 years. That wasn't working for me anymore. That was not working for me anymore. I was like, it's got to be something else. Please, God, please put something in front of me that's different, that is real, that's truth. Put the truth in front of me. I'm open to receiving the truth. And then juicing dropped in my lap. I didn't know what I was looking at the time. I thought I was just coming to lose a few pounds. Oh, I did. I lost 30 pounds. 25. I lost 25 pounds. But what I didn't realize was that this was so much more than about losing weight. The weight that we carry around, everything, the weight is just our body buffering us from acidosis by rushing in with water, by dumping fat. That's all that it is, guys. That's all that it is. The cancer in my body, that was just a natural response of my body to acidosis in wherever I was weakest. And I've always had a compromised digestive system, had appendicitis when I was a little girl, 8 years old maybe, almost died from that. That was just a sign of acidosis and all the crap I was putting in my body that was causing the degeneration and dying of and poisoning, collecting in my appendix. Cancer is just dead, damaged cells that the lymphatic system can take care of. You know, that sewage system, you can take care of that. Your vertigo, Nancy, babe, your vertigo is just lymphatic stagnation in your head. I empathize. I've had vertigo. It sucks. But that is your body speaking to you saying, yo, wake up. You got to get this lymph cleared out of your head, or else if you have vertigo, Nancy, you're going to have issues such as stroke, dementia, brain aneurysm, poor memory, multiple sclerosis, Addison's disease. Pick a number, any number. You're lymphatically stagnant in the head. That's where your genetic weakness is. If you look, migraines, right? Vision problems, blurred vision, ringing in the ears, tinnitus. I still have that. I'm still working at clearing my shit, guys. I'm not anywhere near to finish my health journey. No siree, Bob. No way. I'm on it. I have to be on it because this is the only thing that has affected my body in measurable, tangible ways that nothing else has been able to help me with in the medical community. Cindy says, hell no, no help from the medical community. No answers, no meds to even help my disease. Aren't you on prednisone? Well, you're on meds, but it doesn't help your disease, right? They said I had mesenteric panniculitis. They love giving these things lots of these names, right? I was just listening to Dr. Morse talk about there's no such thing as disease. They're making up all these names, all these dis-ease names, when the truth of the matter is, what is the truth? The truth will set you free. The truth is you have chronic, systemic, stagnant lymph system. Your sewage system ain't sewaging out of your body. Your sewage system is backing up systemically in your body, and it's causing all of these issues. This disease notion where you can't even pronounce the goddamn disease, you know. What do they know? What do they know? What are they telling you? Let's see. Antibiotics with no follow-up. So what the hell? Had back pain, still have the back pain by the middle of the day. It's like, you know, now have plaque in lower legs and feet causing burning pain, neuropathy. Yeah, I had some neuropathy going on in the bottom of my foot, the bottom of my right foot. Oh my God, limping, pain, tender, like I was, like I had rocks in the bottom right-hand side of my of my shoe, you know? Went to the chiropractor, he shrugged his shoulders, I don't know, you know? And I was like, damn, all right, I guess this is just how it's gonna go down. That was right before starting this juicing thing. And as soon as I started this juicing, that pain in the right side of my foot, the limp, went away. Completely went away. Yes, good morning, Mandy. I love you. Duda says, I have to go get more fruits as Giovanna started the juice cleanse from today. Yes, Giovanna. Giovanna is Duda's beautiful daughter. Duda is actually my man Dali's cousin. So I'm so happy for Giovanna. That is so great. No, you're not on any meds. Okay, good, Cindy. Okay, good. I think I was, like both you and Lisa, very similar in my mind. Getting on those adrenal glandulars is going to be a game changer for you, babe. We got to get those adrenals opened up and get those kidneys filtering out of your body. Have a good day. I'll see you later on. Okay, Duda, we'll see you. Yeah, that I was thinking of Lisa. My apologies. Olga says, I have vitiligo since 4 years old. Incurable, doctors said. Now I see how it is curable. So your vitiligo, that skin pigmentation issue, is being healed through this? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? That's amazing, right? So many changes. The lipoma on my back, this used to be this big, and this used to stick out like a good inch off of my back. It's still there a little bit. I can see it a little bit depending on the lighting. Oh, that might look really big right now. I don't know. But depending on the lighting, of course. But this was a 13-inch hump on my back. As soon as I started this juicing, wow, it went down significantly. You used to be able to see it through my clothes. I have a post on my Facebook somewhere. I should start posting on YouTube in the community tab. I should start doing that because I know a lot of people are like, oh, what else is this chick up to, right? So I'll start archiving that there. But this was a huge change. It's still draining. I can feel the lymphatic draining from it some days, and I have to dry brush it down. You know what I mean? But it is for real. I had 5 different doctors, including 2 plastic surgeons, tell me the only way to get rid of that would be through surgery. Plastic surgery would leave a huge scar on my back. It would be hard to heal because, you know, the back is a very thin skin. And I didn't want to go through surgery again. My God, how many times can I was over it, right? Open abdominal surgery, all the rest of it, 2 C-sections, tummy tuck and boob job. Those are the only surgeries I've had cosmetically. And I just was like, I can't go through this. Yes, I have a lot of spots that are healed now. And Olga is also healing out of her breast tumors are actually healing themselves out through the skin. Send me some updated pictures, Olga. The last ones that you sent me look like a lot of improvement in your breast, and in those tumors are not looking so gnarly and so aggressive. The last pictures that you sent, you did say that they were bleeding a bit, but that's okay. This body is going to heal. This body can heal from everything. Once you stop putting in the crap that you have been used to putting in your body, that you put in your body because you didn't know, your parents didn't know, their parents didn't know how to take care of them, and on and on and on, all the way back. You know, we think, oh, well, beans have to be good for you. They've been eaten for millennia. This is one thing that I heard recently on one of the Facebook juicing groups. That was a justification for eating beans and meat and grains. Well, we've been doing this for millions of years, so that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit. For millions of years, people have died too soon. For millions of years, people have had issues. For 55 years, I've had issues. You know, I came compromised because of the raw material I got from my parents. My children came compromised because of the raw materials they got from me, because of the raw materials I got from my parents, because of the raw materials they got from their parents, and on and on and on. That's why when we look at the family history of health or illness in your family, we can see a pattern. Oh, everybody on that side of the family. Oh yeah, heart disease, diabetes, stroke. Everybody on this side of the family, uh, arthritis, overweight, thyroid issues, eating disorders, depression, suicide. Okay. All right. You put all those together. Guess what you get? You get the best of them and you get the worst of them. So it is so important that if you are working on your family, you're growing your family, you have somebody in your family who wants to start their family. So important, like Giovanna. So important for you to get on this and to stay committed to this, because one day I'm sure you're planning, maybe I could be wrong, but maybe one day you're planning on starting a family. Look at the stuff in your family makeup. Look at what your brother suffered through. Look at what your mom suffers with. Look at what your grandparents suffer with. Look at what your aunts and uncles suffer with. That's what you got going on. It might be not expressed as yet because, but it's coming. And if you have that genetic constitution and that genetic makeup right now, you can turn that around now. And it's easier to do it when you're not in the midst of dis-ease being fully blown. Because once it becomes fully blown, like Cindy in your case, once it becomes so fully blown that it impacts your ability to live your life normally, that means it's extremely systemic. It's like head to toe constipation on a cellular level. Those cells not only can't, your cells, once you become so stagnant on a interstitial level, head to toe, your cells can't even poop out the garbage now into the lymphatic system because it's as congested on the inside as it is on the outside of the cell. You cannot move from a congested cell to a more congested lymphatic system. It's like, nope, the door's closed on the cellular level. So it's really important to take care of these things before things get, really damaging in your body. It's important that once you heal your body and you get yourself into a more balanced place, that you don't go back into the old patterns and the old foods that you were putting in your body that got you here in the first place. Very important. That's why I focus in the kitchen on creating recipes that we can enjoy. All you need is 5 good recipes. You don't need to have all the recipes. You need 5 good recipes that you can switch up, alternate the toppings on the pizza, switch up the ingredients on the stuffed pie, get a few good dressing recipes that you can alternate into different types of salads. Get things that are not dead in your diet on a regular rotation. Get things that are alive and vibrant on a regular rotation while staying on top of your juice. This will always form the main part of my nutrition, because this is where the hydration comes from. This is where the alkalization comes from. This is where healing my body from the damage I've done for 55 years comes from. I no longer put any meat in my body. I no longer put any chicken, beef, pork, fish. None of that goes in my body anymore. I no longer eat any grains. I no longer eat flour. I no longer eat oatmeal, wheat, rice, any of those grains are complex carbohydrates, and they produce carbonic acid once metabolized. Check out in the YouTube videos. I've done a really good lesson on sugar and carbohydrates, days 17 and 18. Really beautiful lesson where I talk about all of that, and we're going to continue to revise and review and relearn that information, because you can't know it enough, right? You can't know it enough. Anyone else frozen on? You're frozen on my end. Anyone else? I don't know. Berns is 100% correct. Thank you so much. You just described me. A well-known sports star and celebrity here just tonight shared that his father only has a year to live as he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. No cancer is terminal. That's bullshit. That's the fear that they want you to believe, so that, oh my God, it's terminal. We gotta take it out. We gotta chemotherapy and radiate you because, you're going to die. Yeah. If you do that, you're going to die. Breaks my heart that people think they have to believe that I contacted him and I breaks my heart that people think they have to believe that. I contacted him immediately and guided him to Dr. Morse. I just hope he gets my message and is receptive to it. Well, there's a very good chance that he's not. There's a very good chance that he is not receptive to it. Most people who have cancer are so steeped in fear, and they've bought in so hard to the medical model of if they've got a white coat on and a stethoscope around their neck, he knows what he's talking about. Okay, yes, doctor. Okay, yes, doctor. Okay, you want me to do what? You want me to shoot chemotherapy into my veins? You want to do that? You want to put battery acid into my veins because it will kill the cancer? Okay, I'll line up. Here's my arm. Crazy. That's just crazy shit. Chemotherapy has a pH of 2 to 2.5. Battery acid, pH level of 3. Also, the pH level of pop. We're drinking it. We're putting 3 pH in our bodies as Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, all that crap. Stop doing that to yourself. That's crazy. That's crazy. No wonder your body is rushing in with inflammation. No wonder you have ringing in the ears. No wonder you got, your skin conditions because that's shutting down your kidneys. You put acid into your body, what's it going to do? It's going to damage your body, right? It's going to damage your body. You put alkaline, so I never put any of those things in my body. I put no dairy in my body anymore, right? No milk, no yogurt, no kefir, none of that. I don't have any tofu. I don't have any soy products in my body. That's an estrogenic slurry. Why would I want to fuck up my hormones like that now that I know, right? So I don't put any of that in my body. I don't put any processed food in my body. If it goes in my body, there's a good chance I made it myself. If I do buy it, like the Ivar, it's lightly processed. I know what's in it. If I follow this lifestyle, continue to keep the acid out of my body, and make sure to focus on the alkalizing fruits, melons and berries, baby, and fresh and alive food. If I do those 2 things, keep out all the acid, all the food that forms acid in my body, and keep bringing mostly and primarily and pretty much only alkaline forming food, then my body is going to heal itself. I don't know how long it will take. I don't care. I don't need a CT scan by a doctor to tell me whether something is healed in my body or not. Absolutely not going back for another CT scan. That is a toxic acid event. Right? The contrast dye, they put contrast dye in through an IV intravenously into your arm, and you can feel the pathway of everywhere that it goes in a second. It feels like burning hot lava in my veins. Not going to do that anymore. I love myself too much to believe that that is somehow going to help me decide on how I should take care of my body that I've damaged. When you take responsibility back, when you take your responsibility back, your life changes. When you stop saying, oh, I got this thing because I have blah, blah, blah disease. That's not why you got the thing. All right. You got the thing because you're acidic. You've got heavy acidosis throughout your system. When you realize that and you go, okay, see what we want? We want a quick fix. That's what we want. We want this to be done. We want the symptom gone now. Oh, trust me, I know all about that. I'm feeling very vulnerable and open right now, by the way, with all of this showing. I'm not going to lie. I'm just like, enough of that. Let me just move down here a little bit off of the trampoline. Let's just move this over to here. All right. This is a powerful morning class. You know what I noticed? Let me move this out of the way. What I notice, I want to give you guys who are live here on a regular basis a huge props. Okay. These are turning out to be the golden nuggets of the day. These morning classes are the golden nuggets of the day. Yes, it burns. That's that contrast solution. It burns like lava because It's acid because it's hot. Think about if you poured battery acid on your skin, wouldn't that burn? Right? That would burn like a son of a bitch. That's what they're putting in our veins. Freaking crazy. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. I feel amazing. I'm just aware that I'm standing here talking with my everything going on over here with my midriff exposed. I don't want to get distracted. So these morning classes, you guys who are here, the 10 to 15, 20 people who pop into these morning classes, you're getting some, I'm just letting you know, these are some divine downloads. These are some divinely divine downloads. And I am so grateful that you are here to take part in this and to experience this with me and to use it to grow and to evolve and to really have a full understanding of what you're doing and why this journey is so important. This journey is not just important to stay on a juice cleanse for the sake of staying on a juice cleanse, right? It's not just to have a quick fix. That's what we're so programmed and so conditioned to that. Oh, you have a headache? Here, take some Advil with some Robaxacet Berns. It'll be over in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not over in 5 minutes. Take another one until you get up to taking 3 Advil and 3 extra strength Advil and 2 extra strength Robaxacet at a time. That's how you scale up that shit, because the medicine, it doesn't work anymore. Well, no kidding, because you're only addressing the symptom, right? You got to address the cause of a headache, the cause of the ringing in the ears, the cause of the vertigo, the cause of the blurred vision, brain fog, swinging high to low blood pressure, multiple sclerosis, Addison's disease, ALS, all neuropathy, everything, stagnation in the brain, lymphatic fluid interstitially stuck everywhere between every cell, right? Also, your adrenals are shut down. No neurotransmitters going to your brain. No brain food, because you shut down your adrenals from all the meat that we've eaten, all the protein that we've taken in, all the acid that we've had, right? This is serious. This is serious, and it's not going to take a minute to fix it. It's going to take a while. But here's what I know. Here's what I know. If you keep out all the acid forming food and you put in only alkaline, you're going to heal your body. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. Who cares? What else you got to, what are your other options? What else you got to go? Well, where else are you going? Where else are you going? Right? So this is why I come here, and this is why I came here. And I'm so grateful to be able to share this all with you and to help us collectively together heal ourselves, because we need this in our lives more than anything else. You don't need another doctor telling you, I don't know what the call, how to autoimmune. Here, take this pill. Can't be doing that anymore. And then what? That pill doesn't work. I'm telling you, Nancy, you got to get off of this addiction to taking the pills because you're suffering, and it's like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. I need to go to the doctor. And look, your sinus, we only had one portal open to drain your sinuses when you had to be taken to the hospital that time. Although that was a few years ago, that's telling you interstitial stagnation going on in the cranium. And now the vertigo, and then the memory, and then the depression that is controlled and governed by the thyroid gland. But the thyroid gland is out of the head. But you know what controls the thyroid gland? The pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is located like centrally in your head. Centrally, right at that center spot. That is where your pituitary gland is. And that is located in your head, which is interstitially constipated. So your pituitary gland cannot properly produce the thyroid stimulating hormone, which governs the thyroid and the parathyroid. Then we get connective tissue issues. Then we get depression. We get arthritis. We get weight issues. That belly that you were talking about, that all of that is caused by interstitial stagnation in the brain, kidneys not filtering out. Why are you interstitially stagnant in the brain? because your kidneys are shut down. That's backing up into everything else. It backs up into the skin, into the brain, into the extremities. It backs up everywhere. Don't flush your toilet in the house for 2 days. See what happens. Yes, the magic little walnut in your brain. Thank you so much, Mandy. I'm so grateful to you too. Hey, Rockstar Ruiz. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful and so glad that you love the videos. I love doing them for you guys. It pushes me every day. Trust me. This is it's an interesting journey through my own personal growth and discovery. So I love that you guys are digging it. I love learning from other amazing YouTubers as well, and people, influencers who are doing this work, and not just from the big guys, not just from the big influencers with a lot of people watching them and learning from them, not just from the divine infinite waters, Ralph Smart. Learn a lot from him. Obviously, Dr. Robert Morris, I learn a lot from him on all levels, not just on the physical, but on the spiritual. And there's so many more. Dr. Joe Dispenza, of course, one of my beautiful mentors. I learned from a lot of small YouTubers as well, small people who don't think they're influencers, but they're influencing, right? You're having a positive influence. Hey, Jennifer, I hope you have a great day at work. I'm about to sign off anyhow. I'm so glad that you popped in for the last minute or two. I want to inspire you guys to keep going, keep learning, keep taking your power back. Stop giving your power away to these doctors that are just destroying and damaging your health and your bodies. Stop believing the propaganda. Stop believing the bullshit. Stop believing external people. Start putting this and doing this in your body, and start watching your life change, because the only way you can really do it and know it and understand it and internalize it is if you do it. Cut out everything that I mentioned that I don't put in my body anymore. Cut it all out. Sugar, Jesus, I didn't even say processed sugar. Obviously, that's like just a given. Keep out all of that stuff and watch your body transform. Hello, Dawn. Oh my God, so great to see you here again, Dawn. Good morning, all. I purchased a rebounder back in March when my company sent us home to work permanently, and I'm happy to bounce with you this morning. Yes! Did you have it? Were you bouncing before I started doing this? I'm just a little bit curious, because I know that a lot of our people are like, even if they're not watching live to bounce, they're watching on the replay, and they're like, oh my God. And I promise, I gotta, so many admin tasks that I have to do, that I prioritize my day based on priority. All right. So my one-on-one clients are my priority. You guys doing these videos are my priority. And this is in no set order. Obviously, taking care of myself is my first priority. Taking care of my relationship with my man and my children and their friends who are here. These are my first priorities. And oh, Knickers, it's okay. It's okay, Jen. You can watch it on the replay. Yes. So I inspired you to get that rebounder out and actually get rebounding. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful. Bouncing more consistently since you started sharing. That is amazing. Amazing. Oh my God, Emoji King. Yes. Yes, it's a turtle and a hare. It's a turtle and a hare thing, right? But it's always got to have the fruits in there. Rockstar Ruiz, I have rheumatoid arthritis. Doctor had me on methotrexate. Now you see, if you can't even pronounce it, that can't be good for you, right? For 4 years, symptoms got worse, so I stopped taking it. Then went vegan for a year, but symptoms got worse from rice, beans, and potatoes. I'm telling you guys, just because you're vegan don't mean shit. Pardon my vernacular. But I see so many vegan channels, great channels. Deliciously Ella, fire. But she's still eating a lot of vegan crap. Rice, beans, flour. Like, stop it with that stuff. You guys who are vegan, you're almost there. You're understanding the concept really well, but you're not quite there. Anything that you have to cook in order to eat is going to be acidic in your body. Not because of that, but partly because of that. When we bond chemistry by cooking, we change the chemical nature of that. The body has to go through complex processes to process that complex chemistry, that bonded chemistry, back down into simple bioavailable format, whether that is your 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 complex carbohydrates that have to get processed down to simple sugars, your complex sugars. Body can't use complex sugars. It just can't. Too many polysaccharide, too many saccharide chains. Body can't use it. Can't use it. It's got to be broken down into a simple format in order for the body to be able to use it on a cellular level, combined with oxygen to turn it into adenosine triphosphate or ATP or energy. Hi, Dottie. Did sister roll over on you today? I know. I know. Yeah. So these are important things. These are the kind of things that I love going into in beautiful detail during our lunchtime classes. But hey, we get these beautiful downloads. I realize I seem to go live here in the mornings. I bounce for 15, 20 minutes, and you can definitely keep bouncing if you want to keep going. I know that I can as well, right? These are the important things that we need to relearn, and we need to take our power back, because it's only when we take our power back then we can not be operating in fear. When you are afraid, when you are fearful, there's a very small slide from fear down to disempowerment. And disempowerment is one of the lowest vibrations that one can feel. And the only time that you can feel disempowered is if you're already in that lower vibration of fear. You can't go from knowing to feeling disempowered, because knowing, certainty, belief is way up here on the vibrational scale. Disempowerment, fear, uncertainty is way down here. I can't jump from here down to here. I can maybe jump from here down to here, or from here down to here. You can feel in power as opposed to disempowered. If you have a belief and an understanding of what you're doing, which is why I come to you every day, 3 times a day, baby, barring technical difficulties. Yesterday was the first time in 28 days that I did not stream at lunchtime. My people were flipping out. They were like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, guys, I tried it 3 times. This is like, it was just not working. And within the last couple of weeks, I've started to stream 3 times a day now. Right now at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, at noon Eastern Standard Time. And those can go up to 4 hours long. They're beautiful downloads from the universe. If you haven't caught one, kick back, put your feet up. What else are you watching? You're watching some crap on Netflix? You're on YouTube watching shit anyhow. Throw this up on your screen. Listen for a bit. I've been told that they're engaging. I've looked at some of them, not a lot, because I have too much work to go back and get done for you. So, prioritize. I prioritize what's most important to do. And sometimes posting a recipe in the comments, I'm sorry, that's not my priority. That actually takes time. I know it doesn't sound like or feel like it's a big deal. It's like, Berns, just write out the recipe. Dude, that takes time. So if any of you ever want to type in the comments after the video the recipe for the rest of the community, please, by all means. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to be doing that. I can't. I don't have time. My time is for you guys. My time is carving out up to 6 hours a day to stream live, to teach, so that no matter what 5 minutes you can pop into and catch, it's 5 minutes that are going to inspire you, motivate you, even if what I'm talking about isn't about your topic. I hope to inspire you and get you going, get you all fired up for this, just by my energy that I'm so grateful to be. I'm so grateful to be able to flow this energy through this physical vessel, and that this physical vessel is thriving. I've not gotten a cold. I've not gotten sick. I've not felt run down. Well, except a couple of times, but that's part of the detox. But as a general rule, I've not run myself into the ground teaching live to you for up to 6 hours a day, every single day on the YouTube, on the Facebook. I'm here in service to do this work, and I call on the universe, God, consciousness to always keep this body healthy. And I'm doing my part in that. I'm doing my part in that by keeping out all the acid stuff and putting in all the alkaline stuff every damn day. Every day. Every single day. You know? Every single day I do this because I'm on a mission, y'all. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to enlighten whoever is ready for this information, and for whoever is drawn to me for whatever reason, aside from the fact that I'm kind of cute and I am rocking, what did Emoji King say over here? The aerodynamic mohawk. Yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I fully own who I am, but I own it from a point of this is part of the gift that the universe gave me. It's part of the packaging, the vehicle that the universe entrusted me with, so that when this time would come, after all of my experience teaching in elementary and high schools in Ontario, Canada, running my own business as a very successful bikini designer, all of the life coaching and business coaching and meditation mentorship work that I've done, it has all come down to this, all to put into this package so that somehow the most amount of people who can be influenced by this can absolutely hear it, resonate with it, internalize it, and become the same thing. We are all light workers on this journey. It's amazing. Hey, Louise. Louise says, hey, I'm late. Thank the universe for replays, right? Berns, what do you have there? A photographic memory? Oh, this ain't coming from my head, baby. What did I say? What did I say that jarred you to that inspired you to say that I have a photographic memory? I'm not doing this from my memory, baby. I don't know. I don't even know what I said. If you asked me what did I say 5 minutes ago, I'd be like, I don't know. Nothing that I do in class is ever scripted. Nothing is ever written down except except for the lessons where we learn about the actual workings, excuse me, of the lymphatic system. Although I did talk about that a lot today earlier. That was just a download. Of course, based on the lessons that I've learned and the knowledge that I've internalized and what I've experienced in my own body and what my clients and what many of you have experienced here as students in the class. So I don't know what I talked about because I'm not talking from my memory. Oftentimes I'm talking from, I don't know. I'm just downloading spirit. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's spirit downloading. Yeah. Sometimes I click on the next message and I don't even realize it, or I don't remember. It's like I'm seriously not my body when I do these kinds of things. Thank you so much. Emoji King says, guys, gals, this is source talking. You can feel it. Absolutely. That's what it is. And you guys, how amazing is it that it's like 15, 16, 20 of us here doing this? So intimate, so personal. You know, I see your comments. You're getting more out of your shell. You're like, oh, you know what? I've been checking this girl out for like this whole time, and maybe I should drop a comment. Drop a comment. Yo, come on. It's hilarious. It's 1:04, and I did not intend for this to be such a long class, but here we are, loving every minute. Okay, don't sing the rest of it because I don't want to get copyright struck. I'm working my way up to having my channel monetized, by the way, you guys. Hold on a second. Just to let you know, I'm over halfway the amount of watch hours that I need to be monetized on the YouTube. Oh my God. Baby girl's gonna be bringing in some coins soon. I'm serious. I'm so excited. And I don't even know why I said that, but I'm excited about that. Rockstar Ruiz, I started following Raw Marby. He convinced me to go on fruits. I was 170 pounds when I started. Now I'm 126 pounds. Amazing. And on 13 days of juice and taking Fab 4 herbs or Fab 5, only inflammation is in my fingers, and that's gonna go down, babe. That's amazing. That is amazing. That's about the size of how tall are you? I know Dali is 5'7", and that's about his. I think he's 135 or something. Or Louise says yes emoji, and downloading such wisdom and sharing it. I can't wait for this to explode. Time to be the master of my destiny. You are on fire. We are on fire. Yes, girl. Oh, I think that's why I was thinking about that. I honestly, I don't know what I was talking about. Yes, thank you. Fire, fire, fire. Cancers in children are so increased, exactly, because they're inheriting extremely compromised genetic code from their parents. And then when you come genetically compromised to begin with, and your parents are probably eating the crap that caused their condition to be so systemic, and that's what they're feeding their children, it's no wonder. Of course, they're going to be showing up with more and more and more and more and more cancers, because they're coming in with such crappy genetic raw materials. So important for our young people who are wanting to have children in the near future or distant future. It's so important to get our grandkids and our kids, speaking as a 55-year-old woman who has children who are of childbearing age. Oh God, girls, slow down. Just take your time on that, first of all. But you know what I'm saying? It's so important for our kids to get this and to learn it and to understand what cancer is. Cancer is just a name the medical community has attached to damaged cells so that they can pump you full of chemotherapy and remove your body parts and kill you. Come line up for your execution. Oh, and by the way, can we get some donations to the Cancer Society? Let's run for the cure. I've never believed in running for the cure, because I was always like, you guys aren't figuring out shit. Why would I run for a cure? What cure? By now, if we are so medically brilliant, why do we still have all these things that we're experiencing in the body? Why so many children with cancer? Well, what's the what? If you accept this mission, you're in for a treat. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. John Rose indeed. If you do this, if you leave out the processed food, the meat, the dairy, the grains, the beans, all the processed sugar, anything that you can find outside of your produce section of your grocery store, with a few minor exceptions, if you can stay out of all of that part of consuming all of that acid slurry, and if you put in fruits, melons, and berries, don't be thinking that's the key to detox is in the green juice. Oh, I'm juicing, I'm drinking, and then name every green or vegetable matter. You're not detoxing with that. Well, you're not. It's not too bad, but you're not really amplifying. You're not really going after what's going to really do it for you. And that's why people in the Gerson Institute, some of my close friends, are still battling and still dealing with their diagnosis of cancer. And there's also very little to no education coming out of those institutes on a real level. So, and also very, 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 very focused on supplementation. It's ridiculous. God. Yes, if I know what you meant. If I accept, I accept the mission. I accept the mission. Are you guys accepting your mission? You're 5'6". Are you a male or a female, Rockstar Ruiz? I cannot see your profile picture, but I was going to say you're probably a male. And if you are 5'6" and 100 and what did you say? 126 pounds. That's a pretty good weight for a lean, mean fighting machine kind of weight. My Dali is around this. He's 5'7" and he's 130, 35 sometimes, but 130. And he is lean. You guys have seen his washboard abs up in here on one of the recent nightly videos, And he loves it, and I loves it. Detox is not allowed while pregnant. If you were a raw vegan, what could you eat while pregnant as a raw vegan without detoxing? Well, if you go into your pregnancy as a raw vegan, you will have already been detoxed, and you're going to be able to filter out the lymphatic fluid, the lymphatic system of that comes through the umbilicus, right? Because that baby, that's where you're exchanging. That baby, that infant is getting your lymphatic system because he's so closely tied to your lymphatic system. This is all according to Dr. Robert Morse. And the cleaner you are going into your pregnancy, let's say you start your pregnancy and you're acidic head to toe, you do need to consider a few things. Number one, you're passing on that shit to your kid in utero. Number two, like let's say you wake up at 4 months and you go, oh my God, I am so acidic. I understand that, like, what I've been doing, but I can't detox right now because that's not going to be healthy for my baby. Let me let you know something. You're right. If you were to detox right now, you might not have that baby go to term. You might lose the baby, the pregnancy. Absolutely. The human body, the way nature works is that it wants the strong to survive because it knows what's coming on the other side of this. If you come in with a compromised system, it's like, that's a little bit messed up. Don't you want to give your incoming soul the best physical structure, the best vehicle possible, right? You do, because you're a caring mother. You don't want to have a child come in that is going to be so compromised that it's going to be dealing with cancer. And yes, I get it. All babies are to be here to be loved, and everybody's on their path. Guys, don't be like popping in with some misconstrued bullshit, okay? I'm all about that. I'm just saying, if you wake up and you realize that, oh my God, what do I do now? Because if I go raw vegan, then isn't that going to detoxify my body and compromise my pregnancy? It might, yeah. That's why we want to really encourage people to do this work before they get pregnant. And if you're going into a raw vegan pregnancy and you're having a baby, let me tell you, the testimonies from Dr. Morse about the betterment of less pain, almost zero pain, very smooth labor and delivery, beautiful recovery, no depression afterwards, because your thyroid and parathyroid gland haven't been leaching calcium out of the bones to grow another human body that has bones. So you'd come out of it without postpartum depression. You don't have any anemia. You go in, you don't have any toxicity. You're setting yourself up for the most amount of success. So very important to keep on this path. Keep on this path. So Ruiz, you're 5'6". Are you a male or a female? I think you are probably a male. And you say going to juice as long as it takes. Oh, I'm sorry, Mandy. To go back to this, what could you eat while pregnant as a raw vegan without detoxing? As a raw vegan, you always want to be detoxing your body, by the way, guys. This is not just like, I want to detox, I'm going to detox, and then after that, I'm not detoxing. Our family has been detoxing. I have been detoxing for 169 days now, since June 1st, 2020. And I've continued to detox. I've never gone back to anything that's going to throw me into acidosis and throw me out of detox mode. The only things that are going to throw you out of detox mode are the animal products, eggs, dairy, all the grains, all the beans, all the meat. I said that right. Sugar, all the processed food. All the fake food, all the fake soy food, all the fake vegan, plant-based burgers. Just because it's plant-based doesn't mean shit, guys. Soya is plant-based and it is an estrogenic nightmare. Don't eat it. That includes tofu. Yes, it does. I know. But how can you say that, Berns? There are whole countries that is their main food. I know. Crazy, right? So you keep on doing and you keep on eating all the things that you're doing now, your body should always be detoxing. And when you're pregnant, you damn better believe you want your body to be clearing out those toxins. How not just pulling the toxins out, but flushing them out through open doors, open kidneys. So as long, Mandy, you're on the right track, because I know you want them babies. Them babies are waiting up in the quantum field, and they are looking down at you and they're going, oh yeah, man, oh yeah. They're vibing on this brand new body that you're creating for yourself, so that they can inhabit that as a fetus, a baby waiting to be born on this earth. They know, looking down at you, I'm getting full body goosebumps for you, Mandy. You see that? These babies are waiting to come into you, and they're waiting for their perfect bodies, their perfect mama who's got everything sorted out lymphatically in the head. You're not going to be leaching calcium out of your body, leading to depression, right? All of your systems are going to be go. They're going to be on go. And you're going to have the healthiest, smoothest, most beautiful pregnancy, labor and delivery, and postpartum joy instead of postpartum depression. That is your biggest motivation. I know you are crying tears of joy. I know, baby. I know. I know you should be crying tears of joy, because finally now you have the answer. Finally, now you have the way back to the body that you really always crave to have, the mindset, the emotional stability, right? When you have a baby, when you you don't even know yet, but when you have this baby, whoa, you better be strong emotionally, because if you're not, it's going to be quite a ride. It's going to be quite a ride, because there's so much responsibility on your shoulders. It's not even funny. Like, how do you keep this? Oh, I said to Kaya the other day when she turned 18, she was like, I said to her, oh my God, I feel so grateful. I kept you alive. I didn't kill you. Like, she's like, why would you say that? I'm like, because every single day of my life, I've been like, is she okay? Is she breathing? Is she alive? Am I keeping her safe? Is she happy? And you don't realize the pressure that puts on you. And if you're not in your body chemically strong to handle the pressure of all of that, we can experience that whole mother guilt, the depression, the anxiety is really adrenal issue, all of the really heavy things that keep us living a limited life. So you want to be limitless. You want to be unlimited. So you want to always eat food that is alive, so that it just, where do you think a lot of this connection comes from? I mean, I've always been really connected like this, but my ability to express it, this is a phenomenon that I am watching. As you're watching it, I'm watching it, and I'm standing back going, wow. Like Louise, how Louise was expressing this, and you should see some of the messages that Louise has written to me in private, and I'm just reading it going, wow, she really does see this. And I see it through her seeing it. I'm standing back as the observer of my own life as I'm watching this process of me becoming what I'm becoming unfold before you. I'm watching it unfold before me in the same way. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And thank you so much for being here and being here in the early days of this, and the early weeks and the early months and the early years of it. Thank you so much for being here. I will never forget. I'm going to start crying now. I will never forget any of you. That's why I want you to comment, because if you're just watching and you're not commenting, I don't know who really are the angels beneath my wings. You know what I mean? And that's all of you guys. And I see you, and I appreciate you commenting so I can see who you are. And I highly encourage you to drop your comment, become part of the conversation. So sorry, getting back to Rockstar Louise, I've never been this skinny. Emoji King says, Rockstar Ruiz forever from 1 degree or another. Never stop juicing completely. Absolutely. How did you get that little degree symbol? I've been looking for that on my phone. I can't find it. Rockstar Ruiz says, my family is scared, but I embrace it. My body is doing its job. Exactly. Let your family deal with whatever emotions that they want to have. It's their choice. If they won't listen to you and if they won't be open to what you're doing, that's their choice. You're not here to decide what they get to believe or think about you. You're here to be you. My sisters aren't really interested in what I do either. And I'm okay with that because that's not me to decide what anybody, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's somebody I'm connected to by blood or not. That's my job, is not to convince anybody that what I'm doing is right for me. My job is to do what's right for me. That's it. What I recommend that you say to them, Rockstar Ruiz, and I've taught on this before, is I want you to say to them, thank you for loving me. Yeah, but you're gonna be, oh my God, have the surgery to remove your liver, you're gonna die. And I just said, thank you so much for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Louder. Thank you so much for loving me. I love you so much because you love me so hard. Thank you. Yes, I know. I understand that you're scared. I understand that you think I'm going to die if I don't have my liver removed for the second time. I understand. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. That's my response now. To anybody who wants to question what I'm doing and not open up their consciousness and their awareness and their mind to learn about how fucked up we have been led to believe the real reality and the truth is, I just say thank you so much for loving me. Thank you for loving me. They're just not ready to open their so you can only connect with information which is in the same vibrational vicinity as you. A lot of people aren't in the vibrational vicinity as this information, right? And everybody's on their own spiritual and personal path. You cannot convince anybody of nothing. Look at how hard it is to convince yourself in the beginning of something. All right, you gotta put down your old way of thinking. You gotta put your ego in the back pocket and say, "Shut up." I'm putting you in my back pocket. Why? Because I don't know shit and I'm aware of that. I'm going to listen to someone who knows their shit. So you, ego, back pocket for you. Emoji King says, Rockstar Ruiz, congratulations. We learned to help ourselves. The others will follow. Yeah. Rockstar Ruiz says, thank you. Thanks, Emoji King. Emoji King says, Rockstar Ruiz, you're very welcome. I'm very happy for you. It's been a long time waiting. I did my first 10-day water fast in 1976. Yeah. Oh, wow. And Janita says, I have assisted with shock treatments for postpartum depression in the 1970s. Wish sometimes I had lived a different life. Oh, babe. You know what? You're working out your karma now, though. You're working out that karma now. Look at all the people that you're sharing this channel with and me with. Look at all the people that you're helping. Well, major goosebumps for Janita, right? And that all of those life experiences in the past, Janita, help you clarify your vision for your future, because you can't know what that is like unless you've lived through that. You can't know what helping administer shock treatments to women who are just having calcium absorption issues and calcium leaching issues. That's all that the depression is, right? It sets off a chemical reaction and that's the start. You can't know what that experience is like unless you've lived through it, and God bless you. That can't be easy to live with. But know that this is providing so much clarity for you and an understanding for you of so many things. And one of which is, oh, I've done a lot of shit in the past. I better fucking do some good now. You know what I mean? I better work out some of that karmic debt that I have created so that I can feel a lot better on in terms of like, look at how you're helping your granddaughter with the acne. Emma, hi Emma. My Nona was put through shock therapy. Oh, God bless you guys. Hello, Dawn. Hello, hello. I'm so glad that you're enjoying this, man. Yes. Oh, thank you, Louise. I love you too, babe. I love you. You hold down the 0 to get, oh, you just hold down the 0. Okay. I didn't know that. Or is that the O? The 0, I would imagine. Rockstar release, source speaking. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, Rockstar Ruiz. Yes, indeed. Same, same, same. Oh, thanks, Louise. Louise says, you are my world too. We are all so cool walking this together. I'm buzzing to be exploring this unknown together with y'all. Happy Monday, breaking down barriers with Berns. Yes, indeed. My whole mission statement feels so supportive with you all beside me. It's a lovely, real feeling, wholesome and transparent and love-based. This rocks. And I don't know why I just realized that if I read the comment from here, my eye line is like it's looking at you more than when I look down here. I'm learning. I'm failing forwards every damn day. So Emma is 19 now and chose to start Accutane while at college. Well, that is her path, babe. All you can do is what you can do. You shared it with her. You've let her know. She's got to experience what she's got to experience, as do we all. Oh my God. So we send lots of love and lots of light and lots of energy to her and hope that she has not a bumpy ride with this, but knowing that she very may well have a bumpy ride with this. Wants the fix now, not willing to understand. You're right, and not willing to wait, right? I want to feel better right now. Screw this juice feasting, Grandma. All right, Grandma, whatever, Grandma. You know, I want relief right now. Instant. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Make this go away right now. I was like that. I get it. I was like that until May 30th, 2020. So I understand that. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Berns. Juicing oranges as I watch. Oh my God, I spent like 2 hours cutting up the rest of the citrus that I had bought last week. That was a bitch. Those oranges were small, and that was a lot of work. By the end of it, I was like, Dolly, would you mind juicing these for me tonight? Thank you. I'm going to bed. I am going to bed. Already dryness symptoms with the Accutane. Yeah, it's going to dry up. It's going to dry up that's just the lymphatic system trying to exit the body, right? Acne. What are you going to do? And at that age, image is everything. Absolutely, Mandy. She wants the acne gone now. I hope she comes around and gets to the root cause. Yeah, I really do as well. I really do as well. It's hard to see our kids going down a path that we know is going to be bumpy for them. It really is. We don't want them to experience the pain and the suffering, because what you suppress today is your nightmare tomorrow. That's just how it works. What you suppress today becomes your nightmare tomorrow. And, don't do that. If you can avoid that, if you can really say, okay, it might take a little longer to heal this out of my body, but once you do heal it out of your body, it's gone. As long as you don't put back in the causal factors, right? This is what doctors don't know. They don't have a clue about it. What causes disease? I don't know, but here's some Accutane to dry up your pus coming out of your face, your lymphatic system trying to get out through your skin. Put some cream on it. Here you go. This will help. Sure, that might help. Mm-hmm. How long can you survive on Accutane? Right? That shit damages your body. That's an acidic experience. And you're shutting down your body's ability and an attempt to get the waste out of your body. Where is it going to go now? All right, can't get out of your kidneys, can't get out of your skin. let's just settle in here to your liver. We'll just settle down in here because we can't get rid of it. Or let's go up to the brain. Or let's just go interstitially throughout all the rest of your cells because we gotta go somewhere. I can't flush the toilet. And then their acne clears up and they think, oh, see, I cleared it up, Grandma. You're wrong about the juicing. Accutane was fine. Look, I'm so clear. And then they show up with fill in the blank. Right? So it's important. This is our mission now, right, guys? It's not just my mission. This is our mission. Janita follows all of this stuff to Emma. Emma's not at the level of awareness and consciousness that will allow her to receive this information. So we just send love to Emma, and we know that Emma is on her own path. And in the meantime, we drink our juice and we love up on ourselves. We send loving energy and healing thoughts to our families who are not ready to receive this information. And we just go forward knowing that we are receiving the information and that is all that counts. That's all that counts. That's all we can take care of. That's all we can affect is ourselves. Even if you're living with other people, you can't affect them. They make their own choices. And so they should. You don't want to be living in a house where you are dictated to where you get to go and when you get to be there and what you get to eat and who you get to interact with. And you'd be rebelling against that so hard, right? And that's actually kind of a little bit what's happening on the planet right now. We're in a position where they're trying to dictate to us what we could do, where we can go, what we can have in our lives, who we can be around, all of it. It's all time to push pause on everything and say, what do I want? Where does my freedom lie? What can I do so that I am truly free and knowing the truth so that I don't ever have to be afraid of anything? I'm not afraid of anything. Nothing. I'm aware that there's a lot to be very concerned about out there, but fear, I'm not afraid of anything. I live in my truth, and I'll die in my truth too. I don't care. I don't care what happens. All I care about is what I can affect in my body today. Not worried about tomorrow, not fussing about what I did for 55 years to my body, not living in regret, not living in, oh, I can't wait until I get over this thing that is bothering me. That is like throwing your happiness into the future, like throwing a bone into the yard for the dog to go chase. I'm not doing that. I'm living my happiness now. I'm living my power now. I'm living my truth now. And I want you guys to try to do that as well. Not try to do it. I want you to do it. And it starts just with a choice that you make. How do you choose to feel today? Regardless of what happened yesterday and the day before, how do you choose to live today? That's what I want you guys to focus on. That's what I want all of us to focus on, because that's all that we can affect in our lives, what you're doing right now today. All right, guys, this has been so much fun. Oh my God, I love you all so very much. I want you to know that I'll be back here at noon Eastern Standard Time today. So I want you to tune back in, and I will see you all then, okay?